Okay, Ms. Hibbard?
Thank you, Your Honor. That is my understanding of the plea agreement. I have gone over it with Mr. Sanders and explained to him the rights that he'll be waiving by entering a plea of guilty today.
All right, is that correct, Mr. Sanders?
Yes, sir.
All right, Mr. Sanders, how old are you?
32.
How far did you go through school?
High school diploma, a little bit of college.
Are you a U.S. citizen?
Yes.
Are you able to read, write, and understand the English language?
Yes.
Prior to coming to court, have you taken any drugs or alcohol or any prescription medication in the last 48 hours?
No, sir.
Have you ever been diagnosed with or treated for any mental illness?
No, sir.
Did you get a copy of the indictment?
Yes.
And my understanding is that you're pleading guilty to count 1, tampering with evidence, a felony 3, plus the specification attached, as well as count 2, domestic violence, and misdemeanor 1, and then the remaining charges would be dismissed at the time of sentencing. Is that your understanding?
Yes.
Okay, before I accept your guilty plea, I need to determine that you know and understand the constitutional rights you'll be waiving, the consequences of your guilty plea, and the maximum penalty I could give you, and I need to be satisfied that your guilty plea is being made freely, knowingly, and voluntarily. So I'm going to ask you some questions. If you don't understand the question, stop me. If you want to talk to Ms. Hibbard some more, let me know, and I'll give you more time. Do you understand that?
Yes, sir.
You have a constitutional right to have a trial, either to me or to a jury of 12 Lake County citizens. Do you understand that right?
Yes.
Are you waiving that right?
Yes.
If you go to a jury trial, all 12 members must agree to a guilty verdict before you can be found guilty. Do you understand that right?
Yes.
Are you waiving that right?
Yes.
If you go to trial, the prosecutor will call witnesses to testify against you. Do you understand the prosecutor must prove you guilty beyond a reasonable doubt at a trial?
Yes.
After the witnesses are done testifying for the prosecutor, you have the constitutional right to have your lawyer cross-examine the witnesses. Do you understand that right?
Yes.
Are you waiving that right?
Yes.
If you go to trial, you have the right to have witnesses come here and testify for you. Do you understand that right?
Yes.
Are you waiving that right?
Yes.
If those witnesses refuse to come to court, I'll issue an order called a subpoena to make them come and testify. Do you understand that right?
Yes.
Are you waiving that right?
Yes.
You have the right to testify at trial if you want to. Do you understand that right?
Yes.
Are you waiving that right?
Yes.
You have the constitutional right to not testify at trial if you do not want to. Do you understand that right?
Yes.
Are you waiving that right?
Yes.
If you decide not to testify at trial, nobody is permitted to comment on that decision. Do you understand that?
Yes.
If you go to trial and you're found guilty, you have the right to appeal the guilty finding. Do you understand that right?
Yes.
Are you waiving that right?
Yes.
If you file an appeal, you have the constitutional right to have a lawyer represent you in the appeal. Do you understand that right?
Yes.
Are you waiving that right?
Yes.
If you could not afford to hire a lawyer, one would be provided at no cost to you. Do you understand that?
Yes.
If you file an appeal, you're entitled to be given a transcript of all the hearings in this case. Do you understand that right?
Yes.
Are you waiving that right?
Yes.
If you could not afford a copy of those transcripts, they'd be given to you at no cost. Do you understand that?
Yes.
If you plead guilty today, you do not have the right to appeal the guilty finding. Do you understand that?
Yes.
Do you have any questions about any of these rights?
No, sir.
Do you still want to plead guilty to these charges?
Yes, sir.
Do you understand by pleading guilty, you're fully admitting your guilt to the charges?
Yes, sir.
You understand by pleading guilty to the felony in count 1 that you're voluntarily giving up your freedom for whatever period of time I could sentence you to prison, to jail, or to community control?
Yes.
Count 1, tampering with evidence, is a felony 3. It carries a maximum prison sentence of 36 months and a maximum fine of $10,000. Do you understand that?
Yes, sir.
Count 2, domestic violence, is a misdemeanor 1. It carries a 180-day maximum jail sentence and a $1,000 maximum fine. Do you understand that?
Yes, sir.
If you plead guilty to the forfeiture specification in count 1, you're voluntarily giving up any item listed in that specification. Do you understand that?
Yes, sir.
I could give you a consecutive sentence. That means one sentence after another for the separate offenses. If I did that, you face a maximum prison sentence of 36 months and a maximum fine of $11,000. Do you understand that?
Yes, sir.
Do you understand that you're that if a prison term is imposed in this case, well, is there a disability because of the tampering?
He won't be a qualifying adult, Your Honor, but it won't be weapons under disability. So he would not be able to have a firearm in a vehicle as far as improperly handling, but he will not be under disability with regards to having
Well,
weapons.
nobody can improperly handle anyway, right? So the question is whether his felony conviction prevents him from owning or possessing the firearm. I don't
No.
think so, right?
We would agree that it would be a
Okay.
no.
All right,
He would not be under disability.
Okay.
As the result of his felony conviction.
all right. Do you understand that if a prison term is imposed in this case, that you might have to serve a period of post-release control for up to 2 years under the parole authority?
Yes.
If you were placed on post-release control and violated any conditions, a parole authority could send you back to prison for up to 9 months for each violation, up to 1/2 of my sentence. Do you understand that?
Yes.
If the violation is a new felony, then you could get an additional consecutive prison sentence for the violation. Do you understand that?
Yes.
If that were to occur, the maximum prison sentence for the violation would be the greater of 12 months or the time left under post-release control. Do you understand that?
Yes.
Do you understand that if a prison term is imposed, you are eligible for judicial release?
Yes.
I could place you on community control for up to 5 years, but if you violate any conditions, I could send you to prison for 36 months. Do you understand that?
Yes, sir.
Has anybody promised you that I will be lenient on you at sentencing just because you pled guilty?
No, sir.
Has anybody promised you what I will sentence you to in this case?
No, sir.
Do you understand that at the time of sentencing, I do not have to follow the recommendation of either the prosecutor or your lawyer?
Yes, sir.
Have you had enough time to talk with Ms. Hibbard before pleading guilty today?
Yes, sir.
Has she discussed everything about your case and answered all of your questions?
Yes, sir.
Are you satisfied with the advice she has given you?
Yes, sir.
Have you been threatened or coerced in any way to plead guilty today?
No, sir.
Are you freely, knowingly, and voluntarily entering your guilty plea?
Yes, sir.
Do you have any questions at this point?
No, sir.
All right, Ms. Contour, if the case went to trial, what would the evidence show?
The evidence would have shown that on August 10th of 2025 in Eastlake, Lake County, Ohio, the defendant did knowingly cause physical harm to Antea Rumpf. At that time, the defendant and Ms. Rumpf were in a relationship and had a child in common. After that occurred, the defendant did have a firearm. He broke that into some pieces and hid them in the bushes around the apartment complex, and it was later recovered.
All right, Ms. Hibbard, anything to add to those facts?
No, Your Honor, thank you, not at this time.
All right, Mr. Sanders, did you hear what Ms. Contour said, that the facts would show if this case went to a trial?
Yes, sir.
Are those facts true?
Yes, sir.
Did you say yes?
Yes.
Okay. What is your plea to count 1, tampering with evidence, a felony 3?
Guilty.
What is your plea to the forfeiture specification in count 1?
Guilty.
What is your plea to count 2, domestic violence, a misdemeanor 1?
Guilty.
Ms. Hibbard?
Sign that date there.
Your Honor, I did witness that the defendant as well as his counsel signed the written plea of guilty. I signed it as well.
All right, Mr. Sanders, is this your signature on the written plea of guilty?
Yes, sir.
Did you sign it voluntarily?
Yes, sir.
Do you want me to accept your written plea of guilty?
Yes, sir.
I'll accept the written plea of guilty. Defendant was present with Ms. Hibbard, advised of all of his rights, made a knowing, intelligent, and voluntary waiver. He understands the nature of the charge, consequences of his guilty plea, and the maximum penalty. Find to be knowing, intelligent, and voluntary, I will accept his plea of guilty and find him guilty of count 1, tampering with evidence, of felony 3, and the specification. And count 2, domestic violence, of misdemeanor 1. I'm going to refer this for a pre-sentence report and a victim impact statement. Sentencing will be February 13. at 9:30, and the bond is continued. Anything else, Ms. Contour?
Nothing further, Your Honor.
Ms. Hibbert?
No, thank you, Your Honor.
All right, we're adjourned.
All rise.
Health counseling, you understand that charge?
Yes, Your Honor.
October 1 of '24, charge of disorderly conduct in Painesville, by Painesville Police, you understand that charge?
Yes, Your Honor.
Also, September 5, arrested by Cleveland PD in charge of felonious assault, which resulted in a plea to attempted felonious assault. Do you understand that charge?
Yes, Your Honor.
Ms. Novotny?
Your Honor, at this time, my client would like to waive the final hearing and admit to the violations.
Is that what you want to do?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right, what is your plea to those charges?
Guilty.
I'll accept your guilty plea and find you guilty. Where you been?
Well, I've been working at home. I'm a seamstress. I've been working on designs. I've been taking care of my 3 boys and just trying to stay out of trouble.
Well, you managed to find trouble, so what was that all about?
Well, I was actually being harassed, so I was just defending myself, sir.
What happened?
He was trying to force his way into my apartment, and I used a bat to defend myself.
Who was it?
It was a maintenance man that works at the property, which I'm no longer going back to that property.
All right, where do you live?
I live on 10320 Harvard Avenue.
How long you lived there?
Well, it'll be as of once I get released.
Where did you live before when this happened?
12610 Brackland Avenue, Cleveland, Ohio.
Okay. So why did you stop showing up over a year ago?
Well, I was in rehab, and then once I got out of rehab, I just didn't realize how long it had been since I had gotten in touch with Mr. Tompkins.
Where were you in rehab?
At Hitchcock, Women and Children.
Dave, you know anything about that?
From what I have information from, she entered in the program on October 9th of '24, was discharged on November 2nd of '24.
Why were you discharged?
I got into an altercation.
All right, then what'd you do? Did you go
Then-
somewhere else after that?
Yes, I lived with a friend for a while.
No, I mean rehab-wise.
Oh, I done counseling at New Visions.
Dave,
I don't know anything about that, Judge.
what about that?
I'm sorry.
What about New Visions? What is it? Never heard of it.
It's a rehab. I was doing outpatient.
Okay, how do I know any of this, Janai?
Um,
If you don't stay in contact with him and show him, tell him and show him what you're doing, how do I know any of this is true?
I don't know how to prove that to you, Your Honor, as
Well,
of
you-
right now.
You can't prove it to me, right?
Correct.
Okay, so what are we doing here? You've been hanging around here 6 years, 7 years. It'll be 7 years, the end of February. You've been hanging around here for 7 years. What are we doing? What are we accomplishing?
Well, I have been clean for a year and 4 months.
Now, you understand that I have no way to prove that's true or false.
Yes.
Okay. So tell me how you managed to stay clean for 14 months.
I was just tired of just using. I was just tired of it, and even though I did get discharged from rehab, everything stuck with me. I just haven't picked back up.
Did you, when you were here in January of '23, you were in the IOP at New Visions. Did you complete it?
Yes.
What do you know about that, Dave, 3 years ago?
I know that she was in there from November of 22 into 23, but I don't have any proof that she completed or if she was discharged or why she was discharged.
Were you going to Crossroads at that time for your mental health?
Yes, sir.
So what did you do, what did you do with that?
I switched over to Care Alliance because it was closer.
Okay. When did you go to Care Alliance?
I got introduced to them while I was in Hitchcock.
Okay, when did you go there then?
I don't remember right offhand.
How old are your kids?
11, 11, and 4.
Okay. Where do they go to school?
My oldest goes to school at out in East Lake with my mother, and then my other two go to Lincoln.
Does your mother have custody of the oldest?
Yes, temporary.
And you have the other two?
Yes,
Where are they now?
with their father
Which is where?
in Bedford and Parma.
Huh?
And Parma, sorry.
What effect does all this have on the three of them?
Well, I'm sure they're missing me, and my one is having behavioral problems at school.
Why
My
do you,
middle child.
why do you suppose that is?
Most likely because mother is not at home.
So what's your plan?
My plan is to, I have a job lined up at the Solution Center. I was working there before they told me I could come back whenever I get my ducks in a row.
Doing what?
It's a call center.
What do they do? What do they?
We sell marketing for Spectrum.
Okay. Where is that?
It's on 30th and Prospect, near downtown.
You involved in prostitution at all?
No, sir.
You sure?
I'm sure.
How long has she been in now on this one, Dave?
She's been in our jail 28 days.
What have you been doing when you were over there?
I've gone to domestic violence, church, Bible study. I've been reading books, also AA and NA.
All right, I'm gonna keep you on community control, although at this point, we're on the 7-year plan. Aren't you getting sick of this stuff?
Yes.
You're gonna serve 28 days with credit for 28. We're gonna come back here to continue on with this hearing on February 25th at 10 o'clock. I want you're gonna see Mr. Tompkins, you're going to sign releases. I wanna find out what happened at New Visions and everywhere else you went, okay? So we can figure out what exactly to do with you, so we can have you stop coming back here looking like you're dressed in blue and do something that's gonna get you out of this rut.
Thank you, Your Honor.
So, February 25th at 10 o'clock. Anything else, Ms. Novotny?
No, Your Honor.
All right, that's it.
All right.
Give him credit for